1 second. I'll let you do all the introductions and stuff like that. Um, I mean, if you want me to do it, I'll do it too.
You
Okay.
gotta do it. Come on.
All right. Here we go. Just making sure everybody's good, and we are live and direct.
Alrighty.
Second, just make sure. Yes. All right. We are everywhere. We are in. Let's see. We're on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We are Facebook. We're on everything right now. Good evening, everybody. This is your boy, Medium Steve, and I am in New Jersey. And I'm sitting here with the infamous Sylvia, about to go over the stuff that happened in the YSL trial today. Today is day 3, and we're going to talk about all the shenanigans that happened or didn't happen. So take it away, Sylvia.
Hey, Steve.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Today was a very eventful day. Very eventful. Um,
Okay.
and the prosecution had their first witness, who is a Detective Belknap. I think that's how they say his name, Mark Belknap. And
Okay.
he's supposed to be a gang expert. He's been working in the field um, since 2009, if I'm not mistaken. And he has been working that task force. He's also done he does like moonlighting type of work. He does uh nightclub um security,
Okay.
and so he's been brought in as an expert because he has been educated on gang. He says he also teaches class about gang and how to recognize gang activities and things like that.
Okay. Well, it seems like well, now was he the guy who came in with the triangle
Yeah.
of how this thing works? So let's show everybody the triangle that so this is the gang triangle, and it points to how the gangs interact. So at the top of the pyramid here is the person, how it relates to the crime, and then how it relates to the gang.
Yes. Um,
Okay.
ba- Basically, he was saying that through the commission of the crime, how they define whether or not it's gang related is basically if it's furthering the organization's like if whatever they're doing, is it helping to fund the organization, which is the gang.
Right. Okay. That seems pretty interesting. So they actually have a whole gang unit just like studying all
Yeah.
of this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, because
Now,
they claim there's a gang problem. In fact, they're saying based on statistics, the numbers has gone down because they have a lot of the leaders in jail or going through some sort of case. So they're saying the main gang in the area of Cleveland Avenue was the slime, the YSL and the
YFN?
YFN. Thank you.
Okay. It's a lot of acronyms these days, a lot of letters to remember. If you're confused, don't be. Um, so let me show you these other two pictures that you sent me earlier. I think these are pictures of the tattoos, and this is how they identify which gang people are in.
Yeah, based on that tattoo that on his arm it says Believeling.
Okay,
Um,
believe.
Believeling. That's they changed it from Cleveland to Believeling because they don't want to use the letter C because the letter C is like for Crips, and the letter B is for the blood. So they change it all letters that has C in it. They change it to a B. So it's Believeling, and if you have certain things, they would say like whatever it is that has a C, like you said, you could call your name like Chloe, is gonna be
Hmm.
Blowy. They're gonna change it Blowy. Anything that has a C, they're gonna change it to a B.
Okay. So if I ask somebody to pay me in cash, they would say pay me in bash.
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay. That was my corny joke for the day. Please don't get at me. Please don't get at me, y'all. It was just a tiny little joke, okay? All right. So, did anything happen after you went back to after the break was over and you went
Well,
back?
well, when we got out from lunch, we went in and it didn't start right away because something happened. The camera person basically showed the jurors, well, the front line of the jurors, and it went all over the place. You muted. You muted. You muted.
Sorry about that. Yes, I had to mute for a second.
Oh, okay.
Um, but wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the judge had came back and he was pretty upset. He asked all counsels into the chambers with him, and so I don't know exactly what happened after that. I don't know, but he did come back. He did address the juror situation, and he asked the media not to show any of the witnesses on the stand. So because if you're showing, I mean, the current witness on the stand, the one that was coming in, because
Right.
if you're showing it, you have the possibility of showing the jurors. Because the way he scanned it where he scanned, he showed the jurors instead of zooming in straight to the witness position. So I think it's going to be some more training for him because he's a cameraman. He's not normally there. He's somebody that was
Okay.
new because everybody's been dealing with Rosalind Carter's funeral. So a lot of
Right.
the seasoned camera people were not there. So I was like, they could have used me.
This is true. This is true. Well, let me see. Let's get this going right here because we have another guest coming on right now.
Girl, I couldn't go without joining you tonight. I had a little delay, but I said, hey, gotta see what's happening in the coats.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy today.
Oh God, it's crazy every day. So the gang guy was here. I'm sure you guys already talked about that.
Yeah,
The
we talked
gang,
about that.
and then there was a little drama with the camera showing the jurors, which I heard was resolved, but it was a little drama at that moment.
Yeah, and in fact, let me make this correction because there are individuals in the social media putting out in the individual's name. That is not the juror. That is not the juror they put out. They put somebody's name that had nothing to do. It's not the juror. It's not the juror. They
Okay.
were trying to claim that this particular guy was the juror, and they put the person's name out there. And I'm like, I hope somebody don't go and try to Google this person and mess with them, and he's not the person that was on the That's
I
not the
tell you, these internet detectives, they just be doing too much.
too much, too much. They don't understand. This is a real case.
Right. This is people's lives. Like, stop. Like, people can get hurt and die. There's a reason for the process for people not to see the jury so that they can have a life after doing their service. This is important work
Yeah,
because you couldn't be at the jury because you got to go to your job and etc. So these people have sacrificed to be there for 5 months, which is huge. And they did a lot of work to try to bring this jury. I mean, they went through, how many jurors did they have? They have to go through
almost 2,000, almost 2,000 jurors.
2000. So, don't mess it up so that, now they got to start all over and get more people because you keep
Well, they wouldn't
doxing.
have to start all over because they would keep just the ones that they showed, and then they would keep the other ones. So
Right. Well, if they continue to do it, and we only have so many alternates. So,
that's true. That's true.
okay. All right. So I didn't get the gist. What was the big takeaway in the evening? Because I know that they spent a lot of time on the gang, establishing that what a gang is, how a gang operates, and then trying to tie Thug to it. Because I saw a picture that you had sent where they showed a picture of Thug making a symbol that they were trying to say was a gang sign.
Yeah, there was, and then they asked the question was YSL a gang, and the detective stated yes, it was a gang. So I don't know how that's gonna play, but the defense side did not cross examine him, so they're gonna wait
Mhm.
till later to do that.
Hey, Trusty, thanks for coming again. We appreciate you coming every night. So they asked, and unfortunately, hey,
That's
hey,
BK.
BK. And Lady Coltrane back again. We appreciate you. You guys, keeping up with this story. Somebody shouting at Bree, Miss Sylvia.
Yeah, that's Bree.
um, Lady says, well, Lady Coltrane says, why did Love come back on direct after she told the judge she was done and would come back after Cross?
Because there was some things that they needed to clarify. So she came back to do that.
Okay.
Clarify.
Yeah. So they said they asked if YSL was a gang. They asked this police guy, a detective, whatever his name, part-time boxer,
Belkneck,
the part-time bouncer.
Yeah.
Whether this was a gang, and there was no objection, and then they're going to cross-examine him after. Did you get a look at anybody's face when he said that?
No, because I don't. Where are we sitting now? We don't see the jurors.
Okay, and what about Jeffrey? Did you get a look at his face?
No, not really, because everybody was still dealing with that whole situation with the juror thing. So we were Oh, and I forgot to tell you, while I was on, if you heard the judge yell, the judge was yelling at me.
Yeah, don't be going in there getting in trouble now. You got to be on the scene now.
Oh my God! He said, "If it happened again, I'm not gonna let you have your camera in here." What happened is my battery started beeping on my camera, and I did not know how to silence it. And he was upset, and I'm fumbling, and I'm nervous, and trying to hide myself. I wanted to go underneath the chair then.
Oh my God! Well, you know what? I'm sure it wasn't just you. He had already been dealing with a whole lot of crap. That day.
That's what one of the officers said. Don't take it personal because he's dealing with all of this, and this is you just pushed him
over the edge, right?
Yeah.
Beeping camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you will bring your battery tomorrow and have it fully loaded.
Oh, I muted the whole camera, so it will not beep, because every time I do anything, it'll go deep, deep. I was like, no,
none of that.
Yeah.
Okay. And did we lose some coverage when that whole situation happened with the juror shown on the video because they turned it off, right?
What happened, because Lauren Crime, not trying to dog them out, but they were doing live feed, and they showed that part instead of, because the judge really would like them to not do live feed, but do it after it's over, but because you have a chance to scrub your footage, so you don't put stuff out there that should not be out there, because accidents will happen. So he was pretty livid about that.
I'm surprised he let them continue. That's a big problem right there.
Well, it's not over, because you don't know, because not everybody knew what was happening.
So tomorrow morning he may come back with the hammer slammer.
It might be somebody might decide to put a motion in. You don't know.
Yeah. Did we already talk about your well, we talked about it this morning, the picture of your with Mariah the scientist that went viral today?
It went viral last night. It
was still going viral this morning. Yeah, you in there catching her. That was the picture from the day before. And today we talked about she had on green, matching, twinning with Thug, you know.
Same green, same winter, was it forest green, dark color, and they look like they had like twins, because she had a dress that was like a coat dress type of
twinning.
It was green.
Yeah, see, that's what you needed to be taking pictures of. Like, we don't need to see the jury; we need to see the fashion.
I know.
Okay. So, did he go all day, Belknap? Did he go all day?
All day. By the time he got off the stand, it was over. It was nighttime.
Is he coming back tomorrow?
No, he's coming back later on. They have, I think, about 8 individuals that's coming tomorrow.
Okay, so he is done for now, and that was really just to establish for the jury what a gang is, how it operates, and the similarities that they seek to show between YSL and what a gang is. So tomorrow, who are we getting? More state witnesses?
All state. Remember, you got about 400.
Jesus. We're going to be tired. We're going to be, listen. Okay? They really overkilling it.
And here's the deal. The witness, one of the witness, the defense wants to do an interview with them before they get on the stand. So they got to make them available. That's one of the things the judge said that they would have to do. Make the witness available for the defense side to be able to.
So this is a new witness that wasn't interviewed prior.
Remember, they gave the defense the list on the 26th of September, so they didn't have a chance to do a lot of stuff. So because they didn't have a chance, they didn't scrub the list. The judge ruled for them to give them an opportunity to interview those witnesses. And then Love was saying there are some who don't want to testify, don't want to be interviewed. And so the judge says most likely he's going to exclude those individuals. But then Love told him that, basically gave him some sort of law. And he says, well, we'll review that afterwards. But there's a possibility that I will exclude them. That's what he said. So
I don't understand how you can put a witness on the stand that the defense has not had the opportunity to speak to in advance. So I don't know what Love is talking about, but I don't understand how that should be fair. Yeah. You're just throwing anybody on the stand. Hey, Pretty Brown Eyes 81. She said bueno. Yeah, so that's a little interesting how they would want to. I'll tell you, the law stuff is and then the judge seems to be a bit lenient with things. So we don't know how that's going to work either. Because all kind of surprises can happen with the defense. The defense are not prepared for. You put these witnesses on, they're saying all kind of crazy stuff, and then the defense is not prepared to adequately cross-examine or etc.
The funny thing is, you have 6 attorneys that individual will have to deal with in the testimony. Like if one missed something, the other one's taking notes. So by the time they get up there, they're gonna go wham, wham, wham on those.
Wow, this is gonna take a long time. Jeez.
It is gonna take a long time, especially this one. He only first witness the whole day. Are we gonna go through this with all the witnesses?
What do you think? What do you think? Do you think it made an impact? Did you see the face? You said you couldn't see the jury. Do you know?
No, I couldn't see the face.
I mean, do you think he said anything that really kind of resonated, that stuck?
I think he educated them, because some of the stuff he was saying was education for me, because I did not know some of those terminology and the gang sign, how to do a Y and a S, and it was kind of weird.
Kind of feels like, hey, should we be knowing this stuff? I don't want to get in trouble.
To me, I personally have not seen a gang issue here. I have not. For what they're talking about, gang is probably in like a pocket area, and it's people in the neighborhood who are dealing with this stuff. You know what I mean? It's not going rampant all over the state of Georgia and things like that. You might have pockets in this county, pockets in that county, and it's individuals who have some sort of rivalry with each other type of thing, and decide they want to rob. Every robbery is not gang related to me.
Right. Right.
And so, but
especially when you talk about the loose structure of these hybrid gangs, it's really just a bunch of people that live in the same proximity, or maybe not, who maybe ascribe to a certain lifestyle, but there's no head honcho. There is no organization, or someone calling the shots. It's just basically random people who are, doing crimes, and whether they're doing it in the name of a gang is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, but in California, oh, child, when I went there one year, I was in Los Angeles, and I saw a group of gangs. I mean, they had their little colors on in there. They picked up a car, and they was parked in the parking lot, and they picked it up, and they moved the car because they wanted the parking spot. And I'm
What?
like, I need to get out of here. It was
What section were you in? Where you was at Compton? Where you was at?
It was near to the
Long Beach?
swap thing, some swap
The
thing.
swap meet. Okay.
And I went to go shop.
For all our LA folks, all our LA Compton Hood, Long Beach, all that other stuff. Tell us where the heck this is at.
I mean, it was like, so I was like, you know what? I got to get out of here. It was scary.
Yeah.
I have not experiencing that. I don't want, let me knock on wood. I don't want to experience anything down here either.
Yeah. But that's the reality for some people. They live in environments where, you know, they don't have peace of mind in their own communities because they have, whether they're organized or not, they're individuals there who are just a menace, you know, and involved in all kind of activities where people shooting at you and you can't even come sit on your porch, you know. And did Thug live in the neighborhood? Like, how close was his home, like as an artist, right? Because, you know, once you become an artist, did he still live in the neighborhood?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Sylvia, don't be throwing up gang signs. I know, right?
I was trying to learn it.
I know. Keep your fingers down, Sylvia. Don't put it on the camera. We don't want no problems, right, Sierra?
They'll be like, oh, that's why I have to make sure I don't wear the colors. Like, see, I got on gray.
You know, just keep it nice and neutral, right, Tracy? You know what I'm saying? Keep it nice and neutral. We don't want no smoke from nobody. I'm part of the pink gang. There's somebody wearing pink, right? I'm doing this, what I'm doing today. Okay. All right. So nothing really you felt was really super meaningful. We got a lot of information about gang signs and gang culture and gang structure and everything like that. And tomorrow we're going to see who?
More in, I guess, investigators. Well, this next witness that's supposed to be coming up is one that we cannot show.
Mm-hmm.
So the media has to make sure that nothing is shown on that particular person. So hopefully our camera person will not show that person.
Okay, so is this a mystery witness that's coming that we can't know about right now?
It's a witness and on the name. I don't know which one it is. They didn't give us the name.
And they don't want the person shown. It doesn't necessarily. I was thinking, could it be a celebrity? But it really could just be that they don't want the person shown for their safety.
Yeah, it's not a person that's big. It might be. You never know. I don't know. Might be.
But it would be a state witness, right? So
yeah, it's a state witness. Yeah.
Okay. Who could it be, y'all? Who you think is coming tomorrow? Who is the mystery witness?
I don't know.
I'm saying. I'm wondering. You know what I was thinking today? I'm wondering if Gunna will come at some point.
Oh no, Gunna's not going to be called as a witness.
No, at no point.
At no point.
Okay. Steven's joining again.
Maybe Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons is in Valley.
In Valley, he's not coming up.
I think Steven's trying to be funny.
Oh,
we know.
It could be one of the investigators. It could be somebody that's doing the gang thing. They don't want their identity to show.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably somebody that's like, no, I don't. I'll do this, but I'm not. You're not trying to have me out here getting shot up outside the court when I get out.
Probably playing as somebody as regular, and they don't want the person's face to show.
Wow.
Yeah, they're probably doing some undercover work or something.
They should come in like with a ski mask on. Like, I wonder if that could happen.
They might have a regular mask and with some glasses.
Like what? Like a mask? A mask?
It's not a mask. They have the face mask now.
The baklava. You can't do that in court. You gotta. I've never seen them. That'd be interesting now. Somebody came.
Yeah, but they could put on the regular mask now. Your face mask that you have to wear for COVID.
Oh yeah, that. That's kind of inconspicuous. Not be like,
wear a cap, and then put the thing on you. You don't know who it is.
All right. Do we have any more questions? I think we have exhausted the situation. Not too much exciting stuff today. Tomorrow we're going to have more prosecution testimony, and hopefully maybe 3 more people. And then there is no court on Friday.
Yeah, and also he gave the schedule on the 16th. He's given the court and everybody off from the 16th to the 2nd of January.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So we can go back to normal life.
Yes, yes, yes.
December 16th to January 2nd,
Yes.
and chill out for a while before we get into a heavy court season.
I think court season's gonna be January, guys.
It's going to be
January's gonna be
January.
heavy, heavy.
Everybody get ready. All right, producer, I think we are all set. If there are no more questions, we can get it popping. But thank you. Listen, one more thing. Always want to say you got to cash up, infamous Sylvia. Please do that. I want you to also, I figure, while we're here, if you have heard enough about this trial today and you want to know what else is going on in the world, we want you to check out sohh.com because we got other stories. There's other things happening. Diddy is happening still. His whole situation is up in the air right now with everybody canceling him. He's on a spiral right now. And what else is happening in the world? Nardo Wick, his situation with the fan attack.
Oh, that was terrible.
I'm saying people rolling up on people. Come on now, we from the streets. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like I'm just saying, I haven't seen it, but from what I understand,
oh, it's horrible. The way they beat up on that little boy. Oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible.
I haven't seen it.
You
Steven,
have
have you seen it?
Yes, I did see it. And as a father, I was devastated because, I mean, all the boy did was walk up to Nardo Wick and ask him, I guess, for his autograph or take a
Oh my
picture or
God.
whatever.
He had a little thing
And
in his hand.
right, he had a sting in his hand. It was clear that it was a phone.
Mhm.
And one person punched him, and then two other people like kind of jumped on him. And like when they punched him the first time, he was stunned like this, which meant like he was already knocked out, but he was still standing. And then they hit him again two times, and then he was just out.
Out on the
And
ground.
and then it looked like Nardo Wick went in to stop it because he said stop, stop. But it's clear that those were some savages. And if that was my son or daughter, I think that those people will be laying right next to my son waiting to recuperate.
Okay, you be coming out. Okay, all right, coming out as a father, listen, I haven't seen it, but people got to be careful. Celebrities, you think they celebrities? These are regular people from the street with hood people that they got with them. This is not a game out here. Like
but
some,
he wasn't coming at him like it was like he was trying to get him. You could tell he was asking. You know what I mean?
Right.
To take the level that they took to hit him like that. Oh no.
Yeah.
And let's be. And there's also one other factor that I didn't mention. He was white.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was strapped with a bomb or a trench coat. Like I could see that.
A little nerdy white boy, a little small,
right,
skinny, tall white boy.
Well, what had happened? Okay, but there are people who be on some pranking mess. I don't know what.
Wait till you see the video.
Okay.
You're gonna feel the same way we feel.
You need to see it.
There's no justification for the way they hit that boy. That one time, okay. But then all the other ones that hit him and then had him on the ground, still trying to beat him up. No,
that's crazy.
That was cool.
It's and the reality is that when he comes to, which he has not come to yet, he's probably going to be disabled.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my God. I gotta see this footage.
On concrete. In the back of his head, he hit on concrete.
Listen, we got the footage on SOHH. Make sure y'all see that. I wanted to point out a couple more stories here. For Christmas, make sure you get some of that Nicki Minaj perfume. That's out. Her perfume is out. And people are talking about it's tacky, but some people are saying they like it. So check that story out. And Aaron Hall, can we just talk about Aaron Hall real quick? Aligned with the Diddy situation. You've heard about that.
Yeah, I heard.
All of us with don't be afraid. That song really has a different meaning now as we think about what he allegedly did with sexual assault. These allegations, all these allegations are coming out, toppling these men in the industry. And it's a crazy time right now. So yeah, we got some good stories going on right now. So if you had your fill with YSL for today, take a look at some of those stories, and we will keep you posted tomorrow. Be with us tomorrow, same time, same place. Notifications, likes, all of that. Share only our stuff, only infamous Sylvia stuff. This is the stuff you need to be supporting. So please do that. All right, is that everything, everybody?
Yeah,
that's everything. Let's
all
wrap
right,
it up.
y'all. Have a good night. Talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm mad. I'm so mad about that with Aaron. Who's that? Aaron. Oh, Aaron Hall, right, Tracy? Tracy, come on now. I'm like, but you knew what that when you were singing to "Don't Be Afraid." You knew at that time that the song was a little suspect. But we were like, we just gonna listen to the beat. We're not gonna focus on the lyrics. But yeah, dude is wild. So we'll see about that. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Take
All
care.
right. Good
Bye.
night. Good night, everybody.